Hello my loves, I hope you're doing amazing. Today is a really short video. I just wanted to do a video about all my favourite books which are spiritual. Some are spiritual, not all of them. I'm just saying it's a spiritual book collection because it just makes it so much easier to title. So I'm someone that absolutely loves to read, and I have my book selection here. Maybe you can recognise some titles. So I'm just going to tell you each book that I enjoy. I have 5 of them, and then just give you a brief description about what it's about, how it's helped me, and perhaps if you like reading like me as well, then you can find some that you would quite enjoy to watch as well. So I'm just going to be quiet now and just go straight into this because I want to keep this video nice, short, sweet and simple. First book, we're going to start off with Good Vibes, Good Life. This is by Vex King. This is one of my first books I got, but this has been an absolute game changer for me because it's basically about changing your life a bit. It's using the law of vibration, which is used to eat war, which you can use for manifesting your desires. And this book has like loads of sections and it's really easy to read. I was able to read this in a couple of days, spending about half an hour a day. So it's just, as you can see, the pages are like really, they're just simple and it's just like a nice quick read. So if you're not a fan of reading, I would recommend this book as it's so simple and just like easy peasy. Okay, so the reason why I love this book is because it really did help me put in a high vibration. It helped me kind of like see positivity in things, just kind of like living life a bit more peacefully, in a sense that, I don't know how to describe it, just helped me manifest things but in like a newer way, which I'll explain a bit with one of the books later, which is all about manifestation. But also it's about like self-love and like just unlocking your full potential, and it's just like the book has got a bit of everything. So if you're new to all of this is a little bit spiritual. It's not really about the spiritual journey unless it's like, I guess, self-love in a sense, but it's more about manifesting and just kind of like, I guess, a bit of a self-help, a bit of everything really. So yeah, if you want a book that's just kind of simple to start off with some new information, don't really know where to start, and I'd highly recommend this book. So I'll make sure to put the links in my bio for someone on Amazon. So that's the first book. The next one is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I don't want to say the name, I'm probably butchering it. This isn't a non-fiction book like the others. Yeah, this is actually a story. However, this is just a beautiful one, which is like it's a story but it has so many lessons to it, and it's about a shepherd boy from the Spanish region of Andalusia who journeys to the exotic markets of North Africa and then into Egyptian desert, where a fateful encounter with the alchemist awaits him. So I'd say this book teaches you about the journey of following your dreams. It also helps you look at things in a new perspective. It's just like such a beautiful read. Again, like it's so short, it's like nice. So if you don't like self-help books and informational books and it's like a story, this is perfect because it has a great meaning in the actual book, but like it's lovely to read. It's just like a really nice easy read as well, and it's just like this boy goes to his calling, and on the way he has the expectations of wanting his treasure. However, it's the journey that it takes to get to his treasure that is actually the real treasure. And it's all about embracing the journey and like learning things along the way. So it is beautiful. I would highly recommend it. Let me read this bit here. It says, dreams are made to be followed. Life is meant to be lived. Some books are meant to be read and loved and passed on. The Alchemist is one of those books. And I definitely agree with that. So if you're into a bit of fictional little story time with great meaning behind it, highly recommend this. This book is interesting. This is kind of different compared to the other ones, where it's not really one that helps you. It's more of the sense that it's just really interesting. So this is by Dr. Brian Weiss, and it's called Only Love is Real, the story of soulmates reunited. I was recommended this book and I absolutely loved it. It's about 2 people who went to Dr. Brian Weiss, and basically they were both soulmates but didn't know each other, and he did past life regression where he looked into the past life of these people and suddenly start to find some synchronicities and stuff, and basically it's just looking back into people's past lives and how it even affects them in this current life. And okay, there was no real benefit to me through reading this book, but it's just it's so interesting, it's so fascinating, and I don't know, I guess it kind of did help me on my journey, because like it kind of has got me into learning about my past lives and stuff. So if you're interested in that, he's got quite a few series, or a few books in the series. I need to read the others. Yeah, he's got quite a few, and it's just so fascinating to read about it. Again, as you can see, it's quite small, so I was able to read this in about 5 hours, obviously over a few days, but again, such a beautiful, I was gonna say story, but it's like based in real life, and it's just his notes that he took through doing the I guess therapy, I know it's hypnotherapy, through their past lives, and it's just very fascinating. So if you're into things like that, I highly recommend you just giving it a little read and just see what you think. This book, The Power of Now, I have a Polaroid in here. This is probably one of the most influential books for me. As you can see, it's a little bit dirty as I've read it quite a bit. This is just wow. So this is called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Tolle. I can't say the last name, but this is definitely out of all of these is definitely the spiritual book. This is one that really helps you connect to your spirit, because Eckhart Tolle basically says that a lot of people live through their mind without actually being with their soul, you know, because with the soul, mind, and I think it's actual physical body, yeah. And a lot of people associate their minds to be how they live. You know, they just associate them to be their mind, when actually you are the soul. The mind's just a part of the brain, which eventually when you die, it goes, and it's just you being. And basically, humans think way too much, and this book is all about silencing that and just being in the present moment. And since reading that, I have applied some of the techniques that's been used, and oh my gosh, my life has become so peaceful. Okay, I'm not like perfect where I have no thoughts at all, obviously I do, but I'm able to stop myself in my tracks when I'm in a bad thought and I'm thinking, okay, I'm having a bad thought, but this isn't me, it's just a thought that's coming up in my head, and I just observe it, allow it to come and flow through, and then I just let it go, and it's helped me so much. Again, this was recommended to me by someone, and it is literally about spiritual enlightenment, I guess, with the whole proper soul journey with, like, I think it's the Buddha, they went through to enlightenment. This is kind of like helping to go towards that. So if you are really wanting to go on to your spiritual journey and do like the proper spiritual journey of the self, not like how things are described, like for example, this is why I'm kind of saying these aren't all spiritual, because a lot of people assume that spirituality is like tarot cards and like divination and all of that, when actually the spiritual journey is just being in your spirit and being in with yourself. Really, it's just self, and it's just the journey to that, to enlighten yourself in terms of that, I guess. So basically this is what that book is about, and if you are interested in going on that journey, then I would recommend this book for you. Finally, the book that pretty much changed my life, I took the cover off of it, and this is The Secret. This is the book that started it all for me. Actually, it was The Power that started it for me, but these are kind of the same thing. This is just the original one that everyone knows. And this book is all about law of attraction, how to use it to your advantage, and just all of that to change your life. And I will be honest, it has changed my life so much, and it just where this book is what kicks it all off. And honestly, I'm so grateful for it. So if you're interested in all about manifesting, I would highly recommend reading The Secret. To be honest, if you know about manifesting, if you are on this channel, you probably already know about The Secret. It's like a film on Netflix. There's loads of books to the series and all that, and it's got so much information which I know it's changed so many people's lives to help them follow their dreams and get everything they desire. And this book just has all the tips and tricks of how you can do that, how to live in a more positive way as well. I find I've lived my life more positively since reading that book, and it is the book I highly recommend to everyone. I even gave a copy to my mum. I've recommended it to so many people, and it's an amazing book, so I highly recommend it. But yeah, anyway guys, that is the whole book list. Those are just 5 books which have changed my life. There are a few other books that I've read, but I'm going to read some more and then I can probably do like a part 2 of this. But yeah, I'm going to end this here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I also have tarot readings on here, so don't forget to check them out, as well as loads of other manifesting and spiritual and all of those kind of stuff content on here as well. So yeah, that is basically everything. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye guys.